we'll start there. To his right, we have Otto Coons today, who came in. Today he threw for 173 yards, 2 touchdowns, all in the fourth quarter. Led his team to the victory in the fourth quarter. We'll start with Coach Vitt.
Yeah, obviously a tough game. It took 5 quarters to win it, but the guys that we have in that locker room, Otto, included, and being at the forefront as a leader, as a guy that this team look up to, I'll take these guys to war anywhere. Virginia State, they played a hell of a game. Like I said, we shot ourselves in the foot a lot of times. You always wish that you would have won the first one, but man, it's better late than never. I'm just glad that we got out of the stadium with a win, and we just got to keep pushing, keep trying to get better each and every week, and not make football so hard sometimes, because we make it hard when you got 16 penalties. I think it was 15 or 16. I don't know where it said on the sheet, but it was 16 penalties, and so when you add up the yardage, that's about 150 yards just going backwards. And so we can't do that. We got to negate those and just find ways to stay ahead of the change.
Coach, you talked about earlier this week about the fans getting into the game and so they got to the game. What you think about the fan support, just the excitement in the stadium today?
Yeah, I thought the fan support today was amazing. Obviously, with it being a rivalry, that was going to be amped up a little bit. But we appreciate that. Like I said, we needed a spark. We needed some energy. And when you get into a game where you got to come back and got to make plays, that usually gets the crowd going. And this guy right here, man, he gave us the energy we needed. Came in, was poised, efficient, confident, and you can just see that it spills over to his teammates. And so, I'm glad to have him as our quarterback.
Corrado, what's the feeling of that second half and coming out with a dub?
I mean, it's unexplainable. We've been waiting on it for a long time. I was sitting back waiting for my opportunity to make a difference. They called my name fourth quarter. I had to come in and finish the game for them. It's a great feeling, though.
You like a closer.
Closing pitcher, I call it, I guess so.
And in just all honesty, I asked him. I came to him, I looked him in his eyes, and I said, I don't want to put you in a unfortunate, vulnerable position like I did last week. What do you want to do? He looked me in my eyes. He said, whatever you want to do, coach him down. And so it wasn't that possession. It was actually a possession later, but it goes to show the type of resolve that he has and the heart that he has.
How much confidence does it give you coming in and the coach believes you like that and you say, let me go ahead and take it? How much confidence does it give you?
It gives me a lot of confidence, especially seeing the team. I mean, energy was low when I was going around telling everybody, let's go. I mean, I'm going in this position. It was kind of like an energy boost. So that gives me a lot of confidence, too, knowing my teammates are back.
Coach, you're a pretty calm and collected guy. We always see it. But waving that flag in front of the band with this team, I saw just a huge smile. Talk to me about what's running through your mind in that moment as you're waving that flag and celebrating with your guys.
I mean, I love what I'm doing. I love being around these guys every day. I love coming in, trying to find ways to motivate them, push them to be better players, better men. And so, that's our moment. It's a moment that we have. They actually put the flag in my hand. They wanted me to do that. They find ways to make me open up and be less serious all the time. And so, it's always good when they make me smile. And like I say, that's what teamwork is all about. That's what this opportunity that we have together to do something special, we feel is going to continue to add up to. So we just going to take it one game at a time, one day at a time, enjoy this. And I'm going to get him out of here, man, because I know you probably want to get some rest and go celebrate.
Coach, can you talk about the toughness and tenacity of this team? I mean, you can practice 2-minute drills, you can practice that overtime, but to do it and get in, how special is that now early in the season?
Yeah, I mean, some of these situations we just can't duplicate. Like in practice, we don't have enough time to go through, overtime session. We can only talk through it. We don't have time to, go through a third and long situation unless we create the situation. And so, I'm always challenging them based off my past experiences playing football. I try to put them in those situations or at least talk to them about it. And so they're very smart young men. They get it. They understand it. And so we just trying to make sure that every time we step on the field from a mental standpoint, we understand what to do, because we know from a physical standpoint we know what to do, but it's all about, the mental capacity that you bring to the game. It's really not the physical.
Otto, can you just talk about your message to the team when you got inserted in? You were down, you were out. What was your message to those guys in that huddle?
It was just, it's not over. Game's not over. We got a whole quarter to play. I mean, you can score 3-4 touchdowns in a quarter. We weren't out of it at all. I just had to keep their spirits high. I know they can go up and down during the game, but the fourth quarter we needed to be as high as we could be. So, I had to get behind them.
Did you feel the energy shift as you made some of those big plays like the 43-yarder to Cameron and plays like that?
For sure, you can feel the energy in the stadium build from the fans, the teammates, people on the field. Everybody's turning around.
What does a win like this do for this team?
It's huge, especially after last week's tough loss and getting down early. I think we showed ourselves something. We proved we got some character, and even if we do get down, we can still fight back.
How have you approached competing for the starting job while also just being ready for when your number has been called during midway through the first couple games?
Sure. I feel like I prepared like a starter. Even if I know I'm not going to start, I could go in for a possession or two or not play at all. I still got to prepare like I'm going to play every snap. But when my number's called, I can do what I can do.
Schematically, Otto, you look really poised in certain situations, like you were just in kind of like a flow state, I guess you would call it. Can you talk about just your connection and sort of how, I guess the common bond between you and your OC, like being on the same page from a play calling standpoint, is that something y'all worked on?
For sure. We go over the plays. We went over 10 times the day before the game. So we're all on the same page no matter what he calls. He's got a little mic in our helmet that he lets us know if we happen to forget. But we're very confident in our OC. We love the offense. Thinks it opens up a lot for everybody.
Coach, where do you stand with the quarterback competition as it is now? Obviously, Izzy came in and Otto finished. Where's your mind at on that right now?
Yeah, we got to make the decision that's best for the team moving forward. And like I said, I told y'all last week, if it's a guy who can make those decisions and understand what it's supposed to look like and how it's supposed to look, it's me. And so, we're looking at a quarterback who just won a game, coming from behind, going in 2 weeks in a row, in adverse situations and finding ways to win. And it's a lot to learn from. We want our quarterback room to be vibrant. We want all our quarterbacks to be ready to play. But I do know that, Otto has put himself in an amazing position to continue to move forward and compete. And, we just we'll take it one day at a time, but, get used to seeing him.
And we talked about this last week as well, but what's that message like to Izzy as you're pulling him? Because obviously you said he was going to come out anyway, but you didn't put him back in like you planned to. What's that message like to him as the game goes along in that third and fourth quarter?
Well, it's a total team. It's a team effort. When you look at the game of football, sometimes you got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to play different players. And so if you're not getting what you need or what you're looking for, you got to go find it. And that's the type of coach I'm going to always be. I won't shy away from it. I know how to handle these guys one-on-one. And I know they respect it and appreciate it. And Otto and I had great conversation this week, some good, some bad. But that's what it's all about. It's all about growing. And we appreciate it. We respect the process, and I expect Israel to do the same. He has a veteran quarterback in front of him that he can learn from, pick his brain in terms of things that's happening. And what better opportunity do you have to be a vicarious learner? And so you never know when your opportunity is going to come. I tell all of them, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I tell our whole team that. So, anybody can play. The best players are going to play. And that's just the way it's got to be. I can't take any shortcuts when it comes to that.
Mike, what word would you use to describe the field goal went through the uprights? What word would you use to describe that?
Thank you, Jesus. This one is over. But man, this is what I signed up for. Winning's not easy. I told the team that we're learning how to win. You got to learn how to win. And so I think this will put us in a position where, if we face some adversity down the road, we'll know how to, accept it. And for our team, man, we got to work on the little things. I think once we cut back on the little things and continue to trust one another, trust our technique, play with pad level, do the things that we know are going to keep us ahead of the chains, we're going to be a dangerous football team. And so I'm looking forward to, next week and the week after and the week after, but we're gonna take it 1 week at a time.
Last two questions.
Can you talk about the support from the fans? Like, you know, you're walking off the field and you're coming through the tunnel back to the locker room. Can you just talk about the fan support that you've been getting these last 2 weeks?
Yeah, just for our team, man. They support these guys. They play hard, and so for us to get the fan support, we feel like we work hard for that. And you know, like I say, these guys have worked their butts off since January, man, and they put themselves in a position where they deserve the good that's coming for them. And so we just want to continue to have the crowd participation, continue to make you guys proud, make them proud, and you know, just like I said, take it 1 day at a time.
Last question.
My father. That's my wife. No, she ain't asking.
I got one. Lastly, your brother,
Don't do that.
lastly, your former teammate Deshaun Jackson got his first win of the season as well. So how do you feel about y'all both got y'all first win of the season on the same night?
Oh yeah, no doubt. You know, happy for him. I definitely call him and congratulate him, and you know, just glad that we both on the winning side right now.
All right. Meet us back here Tuesday at 2.